L405, Night Tech FM with Range Rover. Yeah, this one is by Black Bulls. We're pushing it. Aye. A shit. Aye. This is a career. Aye. Aye. Yeah. Figure. Aye. I tell you. Survive. Hey. So the fire suffer. Hey. Hey. Baby. I deliver. Nobody do it like me. Hey, this no be quick thing. This is hey. This no be white collar job on my hand. Hey, they no give me visa for go to Libya. Pass me the beat that's your mouth to Rafina. Bad energy far away Afghanistan. Here rappers, think anyone at the nobody be doing like this. Looking at it, do your research. The black of the berry is with all the juice. Once we go back, you can never go back to what you used to do. All right, that's amazing everlasting taker by Black Bulls. If you love the music, send the fire emoji to the comment section. You're now tuned in to Fix It Fridays with Range Rover Doctor and Candy Vibes, proudly sponsored by the Range Rover Doctor himself. Every Friday we come here by 11 a.m. to 12 or 12:30. We give you amazing presentations about your Range Rover model, the things you get to know and understand about these models. Is definitely a deal breaker. If you have a Range Rover and you see how much goes into it, you're definitely going to take this program very seriously. This is going to be a live presentation about your cooling system. We'll show you how your cooling system operates. And in case you don't know, this is a deal breaker when it comes to Range Rover. If you don't manage and use your cooling system properly, you're definitely going to buy a new engine. So if you take note of your cooling system, you should be very, very sure and aware that you're not going to buy an engine in the next 10 to 15 years. If you make sure you notice your cooling system very, very well. And I'm definitely going to be playing you good music. And very soon, Range will be on seats with this presentation. So I need you guys to sit back and relax. And if you have a friend that is not tuned into this live, kindly contact them to join us at Range Rover Doctor on Instagram, at Range Rover Doctor on YouTube, and at Range Rover Doctor on TikTok. We definitely gonna have one or two things you are going to learn from today's segment. Okay, more music to be played. More music to be played. Hey, I tell you, you know the Bob. Hi guys. 1, 2, hey, 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 you can do it by yourself, hey, girl, nigga, let me buy you a drink, hey, 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 come with me, good, please. I'ma buy it, baby, I got money in the bank, got money in the bank. Hey, 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 I'm like, oh, hey, back, that's a pain, back, hey, damn, wait, I'm a definitely. I'm a I got money. I got money. I got hey family. Up and feeling like ooh, ooh, hey, doing it like get to the vibe. Baby at the bar, respect big pimpin'. Tell me how you feel, mama. Tell me what you see. What you see? Down pieces, Louis run three. What you think? Give your shot, you I'm checking your body language. I love the conversation. When you lick your lips, I get a tingling sensation. With both back tips and you say you in the mood. All I need is about an hour. Better yet, baby, so let me take you where I live. Ferrari switch gears. Switch gears. Your legs hit the chandelier. Passion through the sex all in the atmosphere. I'ma let T-Pain sing so he can make it clear. I got money in the money. I got money. We in the we in the girl like yeah. By yourself. I'm a buyer. This DJ is on fire. I got money in the bank. Yeah, definitely. Hey. All right, it's Visit Fridays with DJ Candy Vibes and Range Rover Doctor. Amazing segment. It is nice. It is stupendous. It was mind blowing. In case you don't know. All right, very soon the Range Rover Doctor will join us live and is going to have an amazing presentation on cooling system. We have a live presentation for you to see the practical of how your cooling system operates. For you to attain the status of earning or owning a Range Rover, small. And for you to have gotten to that level, you need to understand the basic aspects of this Range Rover. You need to know how to use them and how to maintain them. As a luxury car they are, trust me, if not used and maintained properly, you're definitely going to have issues spending. So now we bring this program to you, Fix It Fridays, from the Range Rover Doctor, to ensure you have knowledge, insights on how this Range Rover works. So sit back and relax. We have a practical presentation on cooling systems for you today, and it's gonna be amazing. Definitely, you're gonna love it. So I have one more music to play before the next presentation, so just stay tuned. We have Way Too Big coming up by Burna Boy, because the Range Rover Doctor is way too big, and you're gonna love it. Join me. Let's go. Hey. Because we're way too big. Way too big. This DJ is on fire. Okay.
This DJ is on fire.
Yeah. If you love the old school Nigerian music, banger. Two times. About to explode. Tell me something where I know fit. My love too. Money, I hope you're ready, cause we don't move. Feeling the money, 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 feeling the money. Okay, I'm so interesting. It's why they say that I'm the next thing. Even on features, I'm impressing. People do hate, but I'm a flexing. Yeah, I love the lesson. They throw me shots, but I'm a chesting. I'm far from pop, my pop is resting. My flow so bad, my tongue is vexing. Yeah, no one is testing. I'm best by far, is what I'm guessing. 1, 2, 3, I will like wrestling. How can I lose? I'm with the best team. Yeah, I'm the boy with the fire. DJs give me more speed than a tire. Seen it all, done it all, sang in the choir. Feeling like I'm 10 here, only go higher. Yeah, cool. Tell me something where I know fit. My love too. Do not open the stars. Run. 2. Feeling RRD. If you're feeling RRD in the comment section, kindly send to feeling the boy. Feeling is okay, it's so exciting. The game's being done, but I'm feeling the comment section. I'm so attracted. With the freestyles or even writing. Yeah, I put my life in. The bread don't cut, I put the knife in. My left hand weak, I put the right in. And take my boss from J to right in. I see the lightning. I know sometimes the brain is frightening. No matter how hard the scene is right in. So when you hear icy bricks and hype in. Yeah, I don't try plenty. I didn't rap, I see that it come MC. There's too many songs and I'm never empty. Now you chop stone if you want to. Tell me something where I know you do not open the stand. 1. You're feeling it. Okay, amazing. It's about time to get fired up. You wanna get fired up? Definitely gonna get fired up. Fixing Fridays, the candy vibes, an amazing segment to bring about Doctor. We have a live presentation of cooling system. You're definitely gonna love it. I tell you, okay. Fixing Fridays. Fix it right here. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. 1, 2, 3. One, two. Oh yeah. Sorry. One time. Okay. Are you ready for samba? Are you ready? Are you 1? Keep down. Okay. If you know you are feeling this, are you ready? Yeah. Who's ready to samba? Family, let's go. Hey. 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, All right. It's not a segment. It's time for the time and time that is here. No time to check time. You know how it goes. Okay. Now the time is here. And what we have been waiting for is seated right here and is ready to give you guys a breakdown. Let to teach you guys, impact knowledge to the society. And that's why here. That's why we are here, Range Rover Doctor. And cheers to the one who are serious about the Range Rover, who are putting more effort and more effort is still putting into to enlighten the society about the maintenance culture of the Range Rover. As a Range Rover owner, you know how much it took you to attain the status of owning a Range Rover. He is the one that has put in the work, has put in the time and the energy to understand how the vehicles operate, how they move, how they think, and how they experimentate, and actually how they work. Today, we have a beautiful presentation for you. And this presentation is talking about the cooling system of the Range Rover. We're going to tell you how your engine is to be protected at all costs. No one will buy an engine every year. This segment, this station, this presentation right now is going to be eradicate those old thinking that you have. So stay tuned, fans, stay tuned, family. Ensure you listen. Grab your popcorn, grab your notebook, your biro, and your pen. Ensure you note something down. Ensure you grab something from this segment. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be wild. Join me as I welcome the Range Rover Doctor. Thank you.
Fix It Fridays again, once again with the Range Rover Doctor and DJ and the Bible Live. Hello, welcome Range Rover family, welcome everybody. So we're back to part 2 of our L405 series, maintaining the L405, and today we are revisiting the cooling system. If you go to our YouTube channel, we have this particular subject posted. We've been hammering it over the years, how to maintain a cooling system of the L405. And today we are going to go once again to reiterate every other people that have not joined us before, and for other people that have not gone through our page. So today, first of all, I'll go to the questions because the last question actually jumps to this particular subject. So I'm going to go to the questions first, the other way around, unlike we normally do it every other presentation and the questions. But I'm going to take 3 questions today. The first question from Alex O from Asaba. Alex, you say your 2010 Range Rover oxygen sensor has issues. Alex, I'm not sure what the issue is. So briefly, I would explain. You have 3 for the 2010. You have the band 1, band 2. You know, it's a V8 for a 2010. It's a Range Rover Sport or Range Rover. Yes, a Range Rover Sport because it didn't specify. So you have a V8. You have 2 auto sensors here and 2 auto sensors here. I need to know which one of them and what is the problem. Is you just have the check engine light on your dashboard, or is it affecting your performance? Yes, both will affect your performance though, but more noticeable will be the first one, and that will be your sensor 1 because it actually controls your air fuel ratio 2. Alex, get back to me on this if you're watching this, but I'm going to respond to you directly too so I get more information. And if you give me your feedback and I don't get back to you, I'm going to present it next Friday on the show same way. Oluchi King, suspension problems always from a Range Rover. How to permanently solve it. So this is another question, Oluchi King. Range Rover, I'm not sure if it's a Vela or if it's the Sport. So for your suspension, you have the mechanical side and you have the electrical side. And the mechanical means you have leakage from the air springs, and the electrical means the control. For you are in Asaba right now. Okay, no, Oluchiking, I don't know where you are. Alex is in Asaba. Oluchiking, I'm not too sure. If you're in Lagos, you need to bring it down because we need to do a diagnosis to be sure what the problem is. Right now, I'm going to give you a very, very answer. It's just going to be wide. And it's been giving you problems from what you say here because you say how to permanently solve it. So which means it's giving you problems. It's a serious one. We need to know what it is. I need to do a diagnosis. So you need to bring it in 070442244422 is the number to call Oluchi or chat us on WhatsApp, Instagram, and bring it for diagnosis, and we'll have it done. David from Lagos, 2016 L405. I have a 2016 L405 that came overheating from the port, and I have spent more than 3 million. Mm. So, David, I hope you're live. If you're not live, this video is going to go online in a couple of weeks. So we're going to run everything, which means we're going to run the previous one. We're still uploading it. So in about 2-3 weeks, David, this should come on, and I will actually tag you in that post. But if you're watching, we're going to explain in a few moments what happens in your area and why this is happening, why you spend so much time it's not getting fixed. So about now, I would like to come on again to explain that your Land Rover is a luxury vehicle, right? It's one of those vehicles that can do everything. Your Range Rover is in fact, a luxury brand or model of a Land Rover, right? I talked about this last week. So your Range Rover can do anything you want it to, only if you take care of it. First of all, we have the terrain, right? Terrain means the kind of road. Bad roads everywhere. It was designed for that, right? And also, there's a lot of luxury in it. As you feel good in it, it gives you everything you want as a standard luxury automobile, right? So it's in between everywhere. That way means your Land Rover will serve you properly. It cuts across everything. You will not mind. You will not need another vehicle. Performance is awesome. Off-road, awesome. Luxury drive, feel good factor, awesome. So, because of this, we are launching the RRD Premium service. Because I talked about this last week. It's for clients that want their Range Rover to be at the best. David, listen to me carefully, right? If you want your Range Rover to be at the best, the first thing to consider is that the maintenance is not cheap by standard. By standard, I will be benchmarking it with your standard Asian SUV. I'll come out straight. It is not cheap. It is not cheap to run. Number two, if you want it fixed properly, if it's not been maintained properly, it will take time. At times, it might take as long as 1 year. Yes, and I joke you know. You can actually go and check with the dealership. Yes, the main Land Rover dealership, there are a lot of, because around the world, not just Nigeria, around the world, maintenance culture is not, does not, it's not regional. Okay, there are people that don't, they just want the local part of the vehicle. They don't want to maintain it, so it's everywhere. Okay, it takes time to fix, right? And there's no compromise. So you can say, oh, is it not just one little thing? Let me call somebody from there to come and know if you want your Range Rover to be optimal, the premium service. It is, there's no compromise. You don't compromise parts, right? And you have to have that maintenance culture. No matter what year it is, no matter the year, from 1977 to 2025, I always say a well-maintained Range Rover in pristine condition will represent and will serve you and will give you that feel-good factor wherever you go, whatever you want to use it for. Okay, so it's not just about using it and saying, oh, it's an old car, tossing it in the bin, selling it up and getting another one. No, that is why I always say you attain the status of a luxury car. You don't just want to pick it because you can buy it. That's a different game. So for us, for the premium service, first of all, you need to understand that the parts are not cheap. To maintain it adequately, if it's not been properly maintained, takes time, and there's no compromise, and you need to put the maintenance culture. So David, I'm going in now. I'm going in to the presentation where I will show you what happened to your Land Rover and why all your fixing and all that has not been working. Okay, so let's go to the block. I'll explain every single bit from the block right now. I'm going to explain every single bit from the block. First of all, this is the engine block. This is what the whole block is like, right? Let's have, can you have Mark get me a gasket? Two types of gaskets. Tend to get two types of gaskets, the metal and the composite. So this is your block. So you'll be looking at the piston over here. You're looking at the piston over here, right? This is the piston. This is what goes up and down, up and down, up and down to power your vehicle. That makes all that what we call the your crankshaft turn. This is what makes your crankshaft turn, and that what powers the vehicle. Okay, and with the crankshaft, there's this belt that turns this too, and this thing over here is your water pump. This is your water pump. I call it the heart of the Range Rover engine. So the water pump powers the cooling fluid, that's the coolant, over this whole block because it gets so hot, right? And for some models, you have the electric pump. So because you have a lot of channels that the water goes through, you have an assist from the electric pump that takes the coolant all around, and they come back to the radiator here, where the coolant gets cool. Okay, so the radiator reduces the temperature of your coolant, so it takes the temperature of the water down. Let me put it that way, so that it gets cooler to be able to go back to the engine and get the temperature down again. We all know what. In fact, let me explain. I'll get down to the basics. If there's no circular flow, if you do not reduce the temperature of that coolant, that reduces the temperature of the engine, it will get to a particular. There's no fluid that does not have an evaporative threshold. It will evaporate or turn to. It will change. Okay, so everybody understands. Okay, so that if you understand that, David, that's how your engine cools down. So this is the coolant, and this also have some additive that makes it um, less likely to evaporate. Okay, so just give it, but not much. So don't depend that this is going to actually just make sure your car does not overheat more at all. And it also contains some chemicals that would make the water pump work efficiently, helps the seals and all that. Okay, so for the Range Rover, this is the expansion time. So this is what like a reservoir. Let me use the word. This is the reservoir for your coolant. So it gets in here because it cools cooling system. It is totally pressurized. Okay, so that helps the efficiency, right? So it's tight, so nothing comes out. Okay, good. Then the coolant tube goes through some other cooling systems, like this is the oil cooler. So it goes through here, reduces the temperature of the oil tube, reduces the temperature of the block so it doesn't get too hot and wow. Okay, so now this is what happens. Okay, I'll show you before I get there. I'll show you the gaskets. So you have various types of gaskets. With me here, I have two types. Right, this is the steel and this is the composite. Right, so this stays here on top of your block. Right, it stays on the block and it prevents. There's a cylinder head. I will explain that when we go into the oil system next week, but it's not what you just need to know is that this stays here, so water and oil can come from underneath here to cool the part that covers here. Okay, good. So now this is what happens, and this is why we say the cooling system is the Achilles heel of the Range Rover. Now the design of this water pump, I must tell you, has a flaw. Okay, if it fails, it stops cooling, or if there's a leak, but predominantly when it fails, right, there's a leak here, and you start getting the coolant level low. And now you understand why I say whenever you get that coolant level low, stop the vehicle. Okay, stop the car and tow it. Do not drive it, right? Okay. So when that happens, it's pumping water. You now have air packets. So your enemy is that air. So come over here. I'll show you what happens to your air packets. So if you look at these cylinders here, this is where your coolant goes through, right? It comes in, goes through all these, you see these crevices? It goes through these pockets, right? All here, and cools down your engine. And you can see my finger on here. So it cools down your engine, cools down this part. It's called these are the sleeves, okay? So when there is air here, the air moves here. Moves to, let me just say here, let's use this cylinder for an example. The air moves here, right? And your engine is operational. So the fact that you do not have coolant here anymore, and this can happen within 60 seconds. The fact that you do not have air here anymore makes this place a whole lot hotter than the rest. And these engines are going, and every metal expands when it happens. So it expands. This part I'm showing you now expands, and at times you might have water coming in again because at times the water pump can work and fail, and it cools it so rapidly that the cooling and heating, affects that particular part. At times it doesn't just cool it anymore, it just expands and it warps. So when I say it warps, means there's a bend here. It can happen here, it can happen anywhere. There might be a crack and all that. So this is the gasket which most people change after this happens. When you change it, you surface it, make it smooth and everything. When you change it and put it back, this whole cylinder here or any part of the whole block might not align with the block anymore. Do you understand? And when that happens, you run the engine again, it happens all over again because you don't have air entering the system, or you don't have water going through where there's oil, or vice versa, or an oil going where there's water. Then you don't have that going through your system. Okay, and you have misfires and you have everything. Okay, now there is one solution to this, Mr. Derry, and that particular solution is a painful one, and that solution is change it. So you're going to change most of the time, 70% of the time, predominantly is this lower part. So you need to change it, right? And another sad thing is the manufacturer, Land Rover, does not sell anything below here as different parts. It's integral, so you have to buy it because they actually believe that the conditions that this block was created in cannot be replicated outside a good engine review facility. Not even review. They believe it can only be done through the manufacturing process. Okay? So that makes it very sad. So the best thing to do is if you cannot afford another food engine, like we just change everything. And that's the sad news. Now, the good news is there's something you can do about it. And that is not letting this happen. And the golden rule comes from only this expansion plan. This is where it all comes from. So this is the savior. of the whole system. Rule number one, coolant level low might be caused by a problem with this sensor here. So you might have coolant in here and to give you coolant level low. Two, the coolant level low might be the proper indication that there's no coolant in here. And when that happens, even when you notice that there's coolant to this level, if you look here, this part is very difficult to see, but having a previous video, you can see the maximum and you can see when cooled. Do you understand? So when the engine is operating, it can be around here, right? Okay. But early in the morning, when you check, it should not be below here. This is the minimum. So it is a rule. Even if it's here, it's proper, and there's no problem. You see the coolant level of this change your expression because it will save your entire engine a lot of problems. Okay. Number two, which is of course coolant level low and there's no coolant. Stop the vehicle. Do not attempt. Don't attempt to say, okay, I just want to take it to the next junction. I just want to. Oh, it might just don't. It's never worth it. And I can tell you specifically that 95% of the time, before you see all those breakdowns on the road, this is happening. You see the coolant level low, and you're like, oh, I'll fix it. Coolant level low. That's what I said. I just need to top it up. 99%, yes. I can bet on that 99% of the time it happens. Only on rare occasions with the new 2018, 2019, 2020, which we'll discuss when we bring out the block next week, that you have the car in motion, you're actually just driving and it just pops up, boom, coolant level low. But for the older ones from 2014 to 2017, it doesn't pop up like that. So when you see that coolant level low sign, stop the vehicle, close to where you can safely stop the vehicle and make sure you don't drive it anymore until you're sure what it is. Now the third thing is the fluid inside here should be a healthy pink, and never use the green coolant. It's here, it's specified here. Healthy pink color. If there is brown gunk, don't drive it. If you notice, if it looks oily, especially it starts like that, this thin film of oil, which is when this fails. We also have a video of that. When you see that in your expansion time, do not drive the vehicle. As a yardstick, I say, if your vehicle is older than 2018, every morning before you roll out, just pop up the bonnet to check it, even if that's all you do. Every day. And if you can't do that, at least every Saturday. Every Saturday, open your trunk and inspect this. This is the key. This little plastic is the key and all you need to know to keep your Range Rover in top form. If you're going to buy a Range Rover, look at it. If the car has not been started, open it, look at the fluid, smell it. If it smells a little bit chalkish, so I'm not too sure how chalk smells to you. But just think about it. If it smells like chalk, means you already have composite, you already have a problem. If you see oil, don't even go there. If there's no coolant, don't go there. If it's not pink, means it's not properly maintained. So this is your key to maintaining your Range Rover and keeping your Range Rover healthy. Fixed It Fridays, cooling system. Mr. Dave, I hope you've learned something today. Cooling system, you guys keep your cooling system safe out there. Make sure you check it always. Next Friday, we're going to talk about the 2018 block. We're going to talk about the oil system and how to maintain the oil system. Range Rover Doctor, back to DJ Candy by Fixed It Fridays.
Okay, thank you for that amazing presentation with the Range Rover Doctor. Of course, I hope you learned something. I hope we all learned something about the cooling system. It's definitely an amazing.
This DJ is on fire.
Okay. Hey family, Range Rover Doctor family. Today we learned an amazing experience about the cooling system of the Range Rover. I was present and I learned a lot of things. I can tell you it is the expansion time. Please always pay attention to this. It is very important. And I learned that these are the gaskets and this is the engine block. Please revisit this video after today because you're gonna definitely learn a lot. As a Range Rover owner, the luxury that you put in to get this ride intact, you have to ensure that you focus on your cooling system. The cooling system is very, very important for you to take note of. So, yeah. One time. Maybe today. I don't change my ways. Yawa go be, Zico be, baby Yawa go be. My baby you believe me, Yawa go be. My Range Rover, if you leave me, Yawa go be. Hey, you don't fix your car for Range Rover, you go cry. Hey, chop the food, chop the food. April Fool. One time. I tell you. She do me one by two days. But you have the alcohol. Now you my shot, my eye on the down, I got the phone. Now she got you. If you leave me, now I go there. See, go, baby, now I go there. My baby, if you leave me, now I go there. See, go, baby, now I go there. Yeah, only you go. I never play for the party. Don't be a person. This is how we used to do. Only you go. Don't be a person. As I got you. One time. Hey. And I go party. You make a man misbehave. And if not fire for fire, he became. I tell you. And me, I don't know again. 1, 2. I said, I love you. That was a fucking mistake. What a Carolina. So me, I don't do again. I'm going. Maybe you're always on my mind. I think about you all the time. Maybe true love is hard to find. Still want to verify. Maybe you're always thinking about you all the time. Don't forget my people. I have DJ Candy Vibe. Live from the Range Rover Lekki Phase 1. I see good is better for your ways. It's time to pause and baby, you feel the lost man. Never been that Range Rover before. You must stay and fuck this guy on we are just like what are you waiting for? Bring down the Wow. Ah, mm. Like this, like that. All right, welcome to Fix It Fridays with DJ Ken Vibes and Range Rover. All right, I saw a message on the live, and it says from Messages Door, and it says I was checking to know the amount for registration, but couldn't see it. Registration on what exactly? And she said, I'll send a message. Yes, please send the message to 070-4422-4422. You can also text that number on WhatsApp. And if you want to know more of our registration process, you want to register to be a technician, or you want to learn more about the Range Rover models, kindly send us a message on 070-4422-44 and 22. Yeah, in case you don't know, amazing. We'll be expecting your feedback. Mercedes Door will be expecting your feedback. So in case you don't know, it is Fix It Fridays with Range Rover Doctor, proudly brought to you by Range Rover Doctor himself. Today, a quick presentation of the cooling system has been presented to you all, just for you to take notes. And in case you missed it, kindly go to our previous videos and you will find it. You're definitely gonna find it, and it's gonna be amazing. Okay, are you ready? Yes, sir. Okay, need that. Yamasila, Masileba. You will see Sikelajo. You don't know Buladat. Ndarisha, Yabara, places. Ekudora, Aluna, Lekutula Mora. Obesala. What is it? Yeah, where you want with David or what is it? You can't wait it with Obi or on the girl, eyes on the girls. But I got my eyes on you. I got my eyes on you. And why you got my ring? You ain't got enough, baby. You want to see my eyes. Oh, yeah, say your eyes. You want to see my eyes. Oh, yeah, say your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of vibes with Range Rover Doctor. We're live on Instagram. It is 12 o'clock. I will be here to 12:30 giving you amazing vibes. In case you missed the presentation on the cooling system, join us next week. We are still on the L405 model, talking to you how to maintain your L405 properly. This segment will bring it to you day-to-day insights about the Range Rover and how to maintain them. Today we spoke about the cooling system, we spoke about the expansion tanks, the water pump, the pipes, the engine block, and how they operate. In case you visit our videos on Instagram and on YouTube, I will definitely you get an insight of them. Or you join us next week with more amazing lectures to become. All the same, on the oil system. But next week we talk about the oil system, and it's gonna be amazing. Hey, show my gun. One time. True. Go chop a no sentimental. Yeah, gotta got a cocoa. I'm on the streets, I can drive. I'm you get blood, I can enter. They got the money for my enter. I got the five billion for my enter. Oh, yeah, my house. Stop on the cup of fire. Money clean on a wire. People still use the make us smile. Oh, God bless us, who will touch us? God bless us, who will touch us? Oh yeah, shut my face. Smelling like money in this cafe. I know the price, just for the whole yeah, because your voice is the way I know I just want to talk about it. Keep on believing in me, and just one time. You should know me better when I get to confess, but I'm putting on the shit. I'm so few my friends start an enemy. If I will allow my conscience to guide me.
Alright, this DJ is on fire.
Was an amazing cooling system presentation by Fix It Friday DJ Candy Vibes. In case you don't know, join us next week. Same live, same Fix It Friday. And you're definitely gonna get amazing segment. This live section. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
So the Korean they will go with the white spot. Mr. The Mr. Taika. Yeah. Okay. So let's quickly have our family people.